Alright then, everybody. Welcome. BogMod here, playing Final Fantasy 14. It's time to talk to our under-the-ground guy here. Hello. Hello. Well, I'm sorry, not under the ground. Under the sea. Grinolt. We're trying to get to the ancient Ascian Atlantis, as it were. So that'll be fun. Lots of fun. I'm done. Taking the wonders that crystal showed me and channeled him into a new shape, what befits the Ondo's spiritual character. Not a bad job, if I do say so myself. Had to think. As this goes, hang out me hammer after studying the craft of them ancients. With a Norvant, and gobbled up every scrap of craft and wisdom that I could find. Right? Me work was just no comparison. Figured how they put them damn buildings together. Mystery for the ages. That's what drew me here in the first place. I built me workshop, got the fires burning. Lost me a bit of will to craft. The gods of that crystal of yours, or I might never have gotten it back. Alright, well, I'm glad we saved his spirit. Give me the chance. I reckon I can weave the crystal saga into other things as well. Bugger me! Yondo's commission. If you can drag that lamp over to Tulsa, I'll say and dream up a new armament for you to try. Still my dwarf clothes. Based on my role quests, eh? Here we are. 4:30. Demon Slicer. Well, it is a little bit better than my not Demon Slicer. I will claim the Demon Slicer. And you know what? This is all level 430 gear. So I guess we're gobbling it up. Why can't I change? Oh, right, because I'm in the middle of talking to him. Well, I've become appropriately spooky. Alright. Well, we're not dressed like a dwarf anymore. Back under the sea we go. Yeah, it's all level 40 gear at least. That's a nice little upgrade to my set. I have a lamp. The sacred lamp. The Finner's kept his promise. Now you come to be bearing the light we had almost surrendered hope of ever seeing. Cannot doubt your purity no longer. Your arrival was the will of the ancients. After years past, we shall take the lamp and unveil its austere illumination upon the walls of the forgotten. Alright. Progress in the plot. It is quite shiny, isn't it?
O stewards of the Ondo, we offer up our light in answer.
That crystal you showed the artisan. Was it... Did it belong to one of my friends?
Yeah.
I tried to give you a measure of privacy. No one wants a spirit looking over their shoulder every moment of the day.
I mean, I'm sure somebody does.
So tell me, if you would, how did you come across that crystal?
I got all wrapped up with this rich kid.
Well, it was render raised then. Strange that I should learn such things now, after they're long gone. They were fine friends, every one of them. I didn't expect death to teach me so much. About them, about Seto, about you, about the hope that hides at the heart of this world. I've never been one for idle chit-chat, but if by some miracle I could see them all again, I doubt I would ever stop talking. I'm grateful I got to bend your ear at least. And just for that, I reckon I'll stick with you. To the very end.
There is some prompting. Or some foreshadowing that Ardbert here might be the solution to our magical light issues. We've seen how he reacts when he touches us. That said, we haven't really paid much attention to it, and we've kept pretty quiet about him. It kind of reminds me of Dragon Quest XI, where the hero was always seeing this weird, creepy magical spirit thing that stalked him around. It turned out it was the Demon Lord, as happens.
It seems we succeeded in gaining their trust.
The delay wasn't exactly welcome, but at least our many hands made light work. And they seemed especially impressed with your contribution. Our hero indeed.
Y'shtola was telling us those structures may date back to the age of the Ascians.
An Ascian homeland.
I know. He's trying to do the same things that Graha's doing. Not
Despite
so
his
very
many
different.
protestations, I never quite believed Emmett Selk was telling the truth.
Nor I. But there is no denying the evidence before our eyes. Clearly this was once a great city. A home they would see restored, no matter how many tens of thousands of years it takes.
It's a hollow dream when you think about it. Even if they manage to rejoin all the worlds, they'll never bring back the ones who were lost.
I mean, I don't know if I could say... I don't know, I agree with that. We've got time travel and other weird stuff, and the magical ethers. I don't know that death is necessarily always the end.
But would I have done any different?
Yes, I've been waiting for this. Where they actually start to be like, hey, wait a minute. Are we that different to this guy? Is what we're doing all that different?
How are you feeling?
I feel like I might explode into a giant sin eater and kill you all any second now.
You have completed your devotions?
Yes. To the honored ancients have we offered up our prayers and our gratitude. You too have our thanks.
Might we trouble thee then to tell us more of the illuminated land of which thou didst lately speak?
To the west of here lies a great trench. Some days ago, a light appeared in that endless darkness. Curious, we ventured closer and discovered in the depths an entire city. The buildings we spied were akin to our own everlasting abodes, impossibly so. We understood at once the ancients had risen. There could be no doubt. Taken with terror, we retreated to the cups, and I decreed that none should enter the trench until such time as we received a sign.
Might it still be possible to reach this city of the ancients?
With no water to drown you, a finless one could now travel there. Yes. I am convinced you are the sign for which we have been waiting. My people will show you the way.
Woohoo! What a coming, Emmett!
Shall we?
I should check one thing before we go farther. Nope. No. There we go. Okay. Just checking how much time I've got to go through this. But I should have some time. Divergrilt's lamp told. We did it. All thanks to the power of the great spirit of Ronka. Serpent of Ronka, sorry. I'm sorry, Serpent. There we go. Under the sea, under the ground. Where the bugs are buggy. Well, gathered, yes. Then I shall describe the path you must take. the wall down, and down, and down. To the bottom, find a passage to the northwest, then continue west, and west, and west. It's not simple. Keep your friends within shouting distance as you do not stray into the deep Caliban Gap and the barrier we placed in its mouth. Alright. Yeah. Pretty straightforward. Go down, go west. Stay close. Ow. Rude. So rude. Mr. Nauplius. There they go. Ooh, an ether current. Can you just fall? I guess I could. But probably shouldn't. Hey, Rin. What you thinking? Yeah, it's like it's a very convenient staircase of sorts, isn't it? Behold, it's not wondrously bright. Lustrous plants fill in the cavern with their light. Plant our orange seeds. Oh yes, this might work. Man, for this one, but I'm to try. Cups at once. I mean, I'll come back to meet you in a bit, buddy. I can carry you clear to the top again. Okay. Good to know. Where's a shifty-eyed Ondo? There you are, buddy. And secret that I might practice with this spear away from prying eyes. Finish my safe from drowning. More flamboyant than the traditional Ondo make. I fear the guys might judge me harshly for it. Alright. I'm glad we resolved that. Orange. Our guide made us travel to the cavern floor and thence to the west. Hey, buddy. Oh, now we can cross those things that we saw before. Ayush-Tola. How you doing? This coral thick enough to serve as a bridge. Oh, no! Oh, haha! Almost fell to my death there. Teach me for using a car underwater. The Trinkulu Shelf. Hey, Mr. Alpha Node. There's the rocks. So skip along the coral branch. As I'll say, done. We follow my sister's example. Ahem. Gulp. Don't die, buddy. Well, I want to tread upon this boat, which caught my attention. There's his sister. Hi, let's say. There you are. Come on, I think I found the tunnel you're looking for. Stingrays! Oh. Hello, gleaming... What are you? A crystal? A kraken? Oh, no. That's a magical barrier and a hole in the wall. That's what you are. The barrier Ondo spoke of. Well, they're more arduous than I expected. I feel a sudden rush of gratitude for the smooth roads our ancestors cut through the wilderness. Alright. I will dispel the barrier. Jason, I showed you the link when as soon as you got on, I started because I waited for you to get on. But then you didn't join right away. You've only yourself to blame. I got the gear from the smith. A bunch of 430 level gear. We had a little chat with Ardbert. We had some tantalizing thoughts about maybe them starting to think, hey, maybe we're not that different to Emmett after all. Urchin fish. Well, as I said, you have only yourself to blame. Oh. Fine, I will kill all of you stupid fish. I just wanted to have a chat with my friend. What do you have to say, buddy? Where thy foot falls, my friend, our road taketh us ever onwards unto even deeper darkness. Fine, I'll go back and talk to them. I did talk to the other ones. You just missed the first round of chats. That is a very long drop. Please no hold drums to the edge, Shasar. I don't think my heart could take it. Well, I mean, I'm kind of tempted now. Should I sleep? Hugging the northern wall on the way down seems a wiser proposition. Well... Oh, the game won't let me. The game wouldn't let me plummet to my death. Typical. Getting so that a man can't even fall to his demise anymore. Alice, where's your brother? Oh, there he is. There's everybody.
By the gods.
Ooh, it is a fancy city. I think I've seen, like, artwork just depicting this city before, now that I think about it.
When the Ondo spoke of a city, I did not think they meant an actual city.
Then we are seeing the same view. The remnants in the Ondo settlement were solid material structures. But these... Everything here pulses with ether. 'Tis an enchantment on a monumental scale.
They were wizards! Silly art ruining the fun. Well, you know what? I didn't know what it was until we got here. It's a very fancy city. I think it might even be a loading screen art. With the style of the architecture, it's the same used in the remnants of the cups and Jules painted towers. These layer the symbols of an entire city upon them. God, the might of this artifice is staggering. I admit, I don't fully understand the feats of which an old Ascian was capable. So yes, we have to start somewhere. Right. I'm getting... I mean, it's not just the fact that we are under the sea, but there is a degree to which, like, the art design does lend me a little bit towards BioShock. I'm sure I'm not the only one who saw some of this architectural design and was like, oh, you know, it's kind of BioShocky. Which itself is like, what, 19... Like, what's the term for it? Art Deco or something? Early 1900s? Oh, look at that. We got, like, a little square down there and stuff. That's what everyone compares it to at this point. I mean... Then it seems my understanding of it is apt. I mean, if they'd gone a little less square building and leaned in more on the curvy, they probably wouldn't have had people making that comparison. Ooh, that reminds me. Since I'm down here... Alright, so I've found all of the walking around ones. It is literally just a matter of finding all of the quests related to it now. Imposing doors. Hello? Hello? Anyone in? I don't know how pixies must feel. Working with the city of Amarot. Alright. Oh. We've been riding the lift. Building just... You know, we've dealt with enough weird AI at this point. I feel like we can't be that surprised. Yes. We were invited. Anything else? Of Akora Heights was presently configured to convey passengers directly to the ground floor. Alright. I wish to ride the lift. So he's just saying the square, modern-looking metropolis is a mind better for me in terms of the sort of things the game is going to do. Fair. I guess I admit I wasn't expecting them to go that route with it. Ground floor. Facilities include the Bureau of Administrator, the Bureau of the Architect, and the Capitol. Menswear. Second floor. It's like they found themselves in a modern metropolis with skyscrapers and everything. What do you call the city? Amarot? Over there. Hello. No, it's a giant. the first move. He can't just. I think he can. He's got a little mask on. Is he an ancient ghost? Excuse my boldness, but I might ask you a few questions. Wonderful costume. Robed giant. Are you children on an excursion? Okay. So the ancients were big. I'm guessing from this little dialogue here. Big boys and girls. Odd. Sounded like no one I've ever heard, and yet I understood every word. He understood us. It could be part of the enchantment. It could be the fact that, if you think about it, like, they got that whole, you are them, just divided up on a spiritual level. Spiritual, physical level. Exactly. Must be lost, poor things. The Polylirite district is most vital to the management of our star. Yeah, we'll just go straight for the name. We're working at the Convocation of 14. Surprising. So as the whole world holds its breath, it's the final day. Ooh. Let's talk about their plans. So this must be, I'm guessing, the final days is before they've done, before they created Heidelin, or, name escapes me. The one all sealed away. Sam will be next to impossible. You're home now. Before your family begin to worry. Do you mean to walk you back? Aw, I appreciate that. It's very. It's a big old kind person. I think we'll be fine. Take care, little ones. Zodiac, that's the one. Pure arcane entities. I suspect Emmett Selk wove them from ether, much these reaches in the city. The final days. Will befit the oblivion described to us by our Ascian foe. Touching on present scale. Sent into motion the summoning of Zodiac and thence Heidelin herself. Centuries and centuries ago, it did! No disaster here and now. Unless for these people, the dispatch is the here and now. Well, I'm pretty sure that it's like an illusion of sorts. Not a real person. Yeah, phantoms of a different age. Time before the star was sundered. I mean, it's not a bad idea. Give you kind of a glimpse at what he's trying to save. Really good chat. So use their advantage. Split up, strike up some conversations, see if we can't learn the location of our quarry. No more details regarding this convocation of 14 and their impending disaster. I find it hilarious. A bunch of little children going out. What's the disaster? Now, is there a teleportation crystal down here somewhere? There probably is going to be. Can I talk? No. It's definitely giving this place its own vibe. I like that. Very distinct as well from the other ancient locations we visited. Looking at the latest calamity, you must admit. Trust in the scholars, they will find a solution. Optimistic Amortine. So a precocious visitor this day. Hotel shall be the subject of our discussion, young one. It's only natural that you should have questions. 14 of the wise and most puissant among us. They are stewards of order, responsible for the decisions that keep the star turning season after season. La Brea, the emissary Eladibis. She has occupied an elected sage of surpassing intellect. Elected. So we got a democracy in action. Logrif Mitron Emmet Selk. Becomes synonymous with their incumbents. Thus, it is with great incredulity that I agree to this recent rumor that a seat in the Common is soon to be left vacant. Impressive development. They shall develop our star to salvation. The loquacious one? The rhetorical arts. Is that what we're doing in here? A debate if it's held? I would like an argument. How much? Debates? Is there room for discussion? Precocious little child. Alright. I got a chair. I don't remember getting... Oh, no. I remember now. I did go to the market, and I did buy some chairs. The end of the world. I did remember buying some of them. Yes, super different to the elegant style, which I appreciate, that they've given each kind of ancient culture their own unique look. Distinct vibe. Let's have this run home rather quickly. Let's cross seas. A terrible phenomenon they call it the final days. A cacophonous keening from beneath the earth distorts all living things within earshot, wrests us from us control of our creation magics. Every dread impulse is siphoned from our minds, even substance. From fiery rain, spawning nightmarish beasts. A force inimical to life now festers and spreads. It's a very kind of eldritch horror kind of threat thing. It seems like. It's just this thing that's happening. An inexplicable phenomenon of doom. The Bureau of the Architect. I'm the wrong office, little one, and you will be far too busy to field the questions of curious children. During catastrophe, every resource available to the occasion be spent upon ensuring our world survives. On a plan of scarce, credible proportions, one which promises to grant will to the very start itself. All comes into existence, and then they will rewrite the laws of existence. The era of the corruption spreads this far. Alright. Concept you seek. Interesting. Aha! There we are. I want to get the angle. Don't worry, friends. I will come visit you. I just want to... I want to go rub my face against this crystal for a moment. You know how it is. You know, while I'm here, conveniently. Might as well turn these quests in. You know what? The way they covered up most of these did a good job at hiding the full kind of look of the city. Good love, good area designers. Films one, other homes. All right. Do you have a juicy orange? But one day they will. They will. All right. I see why it could be a swimming zone. Fair. Yeah. There could have been a swimming zone up until this point. They could have, like, sealed this off like a bubble or something. There are ways they could have done it. But I suppose this was the easier solution. If they face the end of the world? Really or not. My fancy hears words to us echoing through this ocean trench. You would have his story known. Yeah. A looming disaster, creation magic running rampant, and this convocation's efforts to bring salvation out of chaos. What are your thoughts on the ancients' use art of creation? Indeed, what the mind can conceive may be rendered into reality. What is required is a clear concept on which to focus one's will. Similar to the primal rites taught by the Ascians, wherein ritual ceremony breatheth life into figments of myth and legend. So primal creation is an offshoot of their ancient magical methods. Blessed with vast reserves of mana, what any of these creatures must be, it seemed they paid the cost of not more than a fraction of the ether which coursed through their own bodies. We were attempting the same, we would soon deplete our energies, and then bounce from elsewhere, from a hoard of crystals mayhap, from the very land itself. Thus, when this art of creation was placed into our hands, it became an effort, a means of destruction. Can we learn where he is? Seems the convocation of 14 is sequestered in a nearby Capitol building. Permission. Permission might be issued. The clerk said it couldn't help us since our names didn't appear in the registry. Could you be eligible for one of these writs? Not a bad idea. Yeah, it's not a bad thought there. That's the official point of entry, just in case. Keep perspective, may prove. Yes, you might need the magic for this sort of thing. Oh, there we go. Someone's looking into seeing if they can fix my exploding into a monster. Thank you, Rin. Rin, I suppose. Shola and I will busy ourselves with further exploration. There's surely more intelligence to be had. Alright. Oh, hello. Hello. The patronizing. Oh, yes. I do want the currents, please. Thank you. Here's your wearing. They are your own original concepts, I take it? Clearly, they must be given their rather singular flamboyance. Creativity, but to parade about in your cultivated individuality is hardly praiseworthy. It's a creation with the community. You're not to hoard them for their use alone. Trying disparity is the mark of a morally deficient. He's really making a very fancy way of, it's good to share. Disparity engenders the feelings of want and resentment, which degrade the bonds of fellowship, unless we encourage creators to share and share alike, kindling the embers of covetousness and violence that ever smolder in the hearts of all. Don the communal robes. You might acquit yourself as equal among many. Alright. The eyes of the collective are forever weighing your worth. David Leal, hello, welcome to the stream. Another smart the scene. What can I do for your little one? I want a fancy robe, please. So in lieu of your sample. Ah, how prudent. This present time. Shortly thereafter. Failed experiment. Beyond so simple an application of creation magics. You realize, little one, in this instance, a gaggle of children was passing by as I held the image of the robes in my mind's eye. One of their presence was the form influenced and the final product changed. Yes, gotta have that clear concept they were talking about. See a white-haired lion. When all of a sudden, this eagle led a nearby rock. Give me quite the shock. You know, my initial concept. So we got a griffin. Right. I do wonder if there will come a time when we have fully explored the potential of our powers. When there's truly nothing left unmade, and only iteration and imitation and stagnation remain. But such esoteric matters need not concern you, little one. Oh, could you imagine talking, like, trying to interact with, like, some 4-year-old and being like, have you ever considered the esoteric implications that the human mind may one day fully plumb the depths of imagination? That would be absurd. Embrace your creativity and work your magic without fear of failure. Still, get our robes. The Loquacious. A battle of wits. So young an age. Ben should settle on a topic. Alright. As fond of the hard rhetoric as I am, I have a habit of chatting up any potential conversation partners. Of rhetoric, as the name indicates, a place where citizens may freely gather, discuss, and debate all manner of topics. If there's any more intimate conversation, a wealth of reading material. Alright. Is a living, breathing thing that is best experienced at the moment of conception execution. Demonstration best serve your education. Alright. A firebrand. Precisely the point. That their obsession with the so-called mandate to approve only the most beneficial concepts for wide distribution. Now their ridiculous sensitivity to their criteria has led the Bureau of the Architect to stray from its original purpose. You child, regardless, I'm in the middle of a heated discussion with my partner. Come back later. No. Its value of unique identity, whether or not it is retained. Rather, I posit that the reproductions of a given concept are inherently imperfect. They themselves are unique, albeit minor, but significant degrees, and most importantly, this variance is not to be condemned, but celebrated. Then to strive in vain for the possible standard that, even if met, could leave us lesser for the lack of diversity. Listen to me, I'm a small child. Pay attention to me. Little bugger. That's not quite the expression I expected from them. Well, why should I speak with you this very instant? Ah, that chatterbox. Those I do owe them a debate or two. Good occasions, any. So be it. Commence the promised debate. There's recent calamities befallen our friend across the pond. What say you? Whether or not Emerald should intervene on their behalf. Should the scale of the disaster which threatens that distant metropolis is of a scale heretofore unseen, considerable resources must be committed to countering its effects. me less than the nature of the proposition itself. Who are we to unilaterally intervene in the affairs of those half rolled away? Are we to be saviors of one and all? Such errors may well lead to our own downfall. To dismiss practical considerations out of a desire to maintain an unassailable moral authority. I don't know that being like, yeah, people are suffering over there, but let them starve is exactly unassailable moral authority, Mr. Loquacious Omartine. But as you and I hold here for the present, offer the floor to a young student. Depending on the matter. Yeah, I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna take with that position. Indeed. The same can be said regardless of one's opinions on the morality of intervention. There's a clear and undeniable benefit to the Amarat in using the situation as a test bed for our news creations, that we might develop and refine our defenses against potential threats to our own scarcity. Already you see the moral high ground. Was not a young friend's point that we have an ethical obligation to aid those in need? Yet not only do you instead elect to focus on the benefit to Amarat alone, you also deprive our distant neighbors the agency to burn their own fate. Sammy. What benefits Amarat benefits all creation, I firmly believe, for the knowledge and wisdom we stand to gain from intervention can then be shared with others, preparing everyone to more effectively surmount similar trials in the future. Refreshing exchange ideas. My colleague was equally delighted with the opportunity, you may be assured. We failed to reach meaningful successes, but I dare say they missed the forest for the trees. We're not more enlightened by the experience. Have we not been exposed to a greater variety of viewpoints? Is there not value in this alone? I'm in agreement with these fellows. Parasite exalts the free exchange of ideas, and it encourages active participation in the public discourse. Alright. Good for them. I do like that we're getting these little glimpses into what their society was like. Hey, somebody else has the car. You're like a lost young child. I am like a little child. I'm like a 13th of an adult. Answer any questions you might have? Creation? You find the carrying mere concepts on file. My heart in the power of creation may give physical form to all manner of concepts, yes. First strike flowers, all colors of the rainbow. Picture these cellular flowers formed of delicate crystal, possibly fragile, emitting hues beyond the visual spectrum. Today, people push the boundaries of imagination to conceive new and striking designs like these. So, what signals you could shape with their abilities alone? Concepts to others here that they might, with the strength of many, account for one cannot. Okay, fair. I was wondering, like, what were the limits of this creation magic? For distribution, of course. Dangerous, subversive creations pose risks to everyone. Its evaluation, after constant judge to further the greater good, share with the community. So they're not just like, and now let's share the concept of the bomb with everyone. Where are we? Here is a new creature, boneless and with a semi-translucent skin, drifts through the air like a dancer on some breeze, its tentacles trailing behind it. It uses gas as propels up from place to place, you see. Something of creative science. I'm not sure if we're rejected, quite frankly. What can I say? I'm conceiving unorthodox designs. Alright, sure. Good luck, buddy. Wants to make those jellyfish aliens from Mass Effect. From a constant creations. That curiosity will serve you well, little one. At least will be autonomous figures. Not many of those efforts and insights, but such is the case for every masterwork, I reckon. There's no fear. They are wholly devout emotion, and without hesitation or resistance engage in any dangerous activity, even if death is assured. Robots. Alright. Let's be little children. Okay. I need clothes. Tiny robes, please. Below, is it not? Form, as though you completely lack it. Though that can't possibly be. Just that we used to address this very eventuality. A rope you can use to restrain one of the misguided Q-buses. All right. Okay. Perhaps you can help with a little something something? For a little creature designed to be perfect for any young citizen. Alright. This creation magic reminds me a little bit, actually, of rune magic from the Death Gate cycle, which was similarly based about kind of imagination and possibility and that sort of thing. Nope. Look at these oozes. Mischievous playthings. Though in that setting, the difficulty of magic was more based about how less possible the thing was to do. The greater away from being possible in various senses, the more difficult it was. Some more details. Attack you like mad beasts? How distressing. Not like what I intended. Right. Yes, good. Good. Soon I'll be able to fly around the city. Two to go. I do like the city design. It's got a cozy, it's got a nice atmosphere to it. The blues kind of make me think, I mean, I know we're deep underwater, but the blues kind of give me this kind of early evening vibe. Are you the Cubus? Oops. I forgot to use it on my... Oh, I got some lumps of their flesh, though. There we go. Just saying, oh, feels intentional, like it's an early evening before everything goes dark. Yeah, I could go with that kind of as a theme. Although I admit, I'm not sure how... I mean, I guess it kind of works for giving them a look. But the whole everyone wears the same bland robes doesn't... For a culture that seemingly prides itself on creativity and design, and the ability to make what you think come to life. Seems a little weird to me. I'm not sure I agree with the bland robe angle. Here's a Cubus. Major ropes. Thank you. You don't know how to channel the powers of creation. It's not just breathing. Even a newborn babe has the instinct. What is lacking is one of our people. You must surely know what to do. Though I suppose creating a whole lot of unique clothing designs for each individual one for the Giants might have been more than they wanted to put effort into. portrait. I can assist you. Full name, please. Waiting. David's saying, he said, play the game. Looks cool. Yeah, it's actually it's quite fun. It's got a really good story to it. I'm pretty happy with the story mostly. Yay! Your residence approved by Emmett Selk himself. Further forms of identification will not be required. Alright. Nice. Success. Big city is big! Those weird little curly, I guess, just weird design elements. Secretariat. Next, please. I have a application, please. Aww. Oh, am I exploding with light? May I? You, I think, are from a time beyond ours. Have you followed in the wake of Emmett Selk? Ooh. So they're not completely lost. They can kind of process ideas beyond what they should. Crusade here, not here. Hythlodeus. I know that only my name is Hythlodeus. This is a recreation. A phantom moment plucked from the well of history. Oh, interesting. Do they all, I wonder? The others seem unaware of their existence, but I wonder if Emmett's mind was distracted when it came to my... Oh, are you one of the 14, I wonder? We're close friends, once you see. Rest a bit part, and to bring color and noise to a well-crafted stage. Screening, we should burst like the fragile bubbles we are. Wish to share your company whilst we wait. Alright. The cashier's waste is on our morrow. Yeah, I do. Threatening threat. 14, well, it was 13 at the time, endeavored to create a will for our star that would repair the fundamental laws of order that halt the spread of destruction. Discovered quite immense source of power. So we still lived. Nearly half offered up their lives in the name of salvation. In sacrifice, the Zodiac was born. As we had hoped, he reached forth and halted the march of oblivion. Sorry, suffered. So many species lost, the land was blighted, and waters poisoned, even the wind had ceased to blow. Once more did our people give of themselves to Zodiac. Another half of our race sacrificed to clean the world, to ensure that trees and grass and mere tiny lives would be sprout and grow and flourish. The cycle of life had begun anew, and we stood by the means by which... You know what? I gotta say this for these people. They're giving their lives for the cause. Very heroic of them. It was bursting with fatality. Some energy to Zodiac. Sure. I'm not necessarily against this plan as described. They saved the world, then they healed the world, and then after the world had time to gain some of its strength back, they would offer that life up and regain their lost people. Sacrifice the Zodiac. Strong to the lives newly born. Maybe I'm missing something, but they're kind of arguing, no. We gave our lives, and we can get those people back. Leave the sheep alone. I'm like, maybe. Just Hadlin. And then how this conflict ended. I do! The Zodiac. Well, I guess Zodiac probably used up a bunch of was using a bunch of energy to keep the world safe. Probably an active participant. Because obviously Hydaelyn would have been a much weaker. Because half created Zodiac. Half of them again helped fix the world. That's 3/4 of the population went to Zodiac. I thought you might. Has ever been a champion for the will of the Zodiac. By millennium. We have not abandoned the original plan may have been set back by millennia. Short term, but whatever means is necessary. Himself is not a man to bear his burdens lightly, as he has only grown heavy with each passing century. You know, they're doing a good job making me feel that he cares for these people. It's truly a terrible weight he has chosen to carry. He just wants to save them all. It's adorable. Ah, there's one last thing. Walk with another at your side, yes? I've got a spooky ghost! Search for a second soul. Who's this with anyone but me? So through your companion? It's hardly coincidence. In our time, the two of you are one. The Courage of Souls tells the tale. Oh, okay. Alright. Neat little connection there. Oh, maybe that's what's going to do it. Are we going to do a fusion dance with him, thus giving us the spiritual strength to handle the light energy we've sucked up? It's a possibility here. So no matter how thin the soul is spread. It's the kind of fate I might expect for one such as she. So it's where's the hit of her and you? Oh. I'm guessing I'm one of the 14. That's probably where one of these is going. Ooh, are we the one who is like, the planet's bad? I wonder. Ardbro, indeed. Alright. Yay. I want a quick trouble there. It's kind of an interesting concept that in each of the shards there was a warrior of light type / warrior of darkness, because they're all the fractions of me out there, as it were. Hey, everybody. Ah, bureaucracy. Don't worry. It all worked out. It is by far the more attractive option. Alright. Okay, Wolf, not a single armed sentry. It would seem in their time that did not seem needful to post guards. The windows and doors are heavily warded. Alright. Okay. I'm going to try speaking about a cure for you. It exists beyond Omrit today. I would tell their own tales. So in our situation, the conversation became muddled. Well, all the things I have to tell you. I got a bunch that were joined to you already and the other calamities. It's true. It's true. In theory, we should have been fusing up. A great sacrifice of life in exchange for the Brethren's resurrection. So the Ascian scheme is leading you to this. Things won't end with the rejoining. Yes! They will go to the farms. They will harvest the trees. Slowly get people back. I thought we knew their intentions in full. Restore the world to its former glory. Turn and power Zodiac to reclaim its throne as the will of the star. It's merely a step along the way. Following the final rejoining, the Ascians meet to draw on the lives of the Source to make their sacrifice to Zodiac. That fate. In surviving in all our history, all our struggles will be erased. I cannot conscience such an act. It's interesting Alpha Node takes that position, because that is the opposite position, effectively, to what the ones who created Heidelin went with, who were entirely willing to erase all their history and struggles for the mutilated, deformed, broken remnants of their people that would move on. Interesting little conflict there, Alpha Node, that the very thing you cannot approve of is the very thing that allowed you to exist in the first place. Red power. Our futures are past. The Exarch's already meddling with your future. You just like that preferred future because you have such a linear view of time. Again, by everyone you've ever met. I don't know. I'm kind of on Team Emmett Selk here. I know that I can't, but change things out of even my other self. Dying someone in that future calamity will smile and say, I knew you would win. But not your past self thinking, they'll fix this. Defeat him if we even can. The light will break free. Ah, they seem to be stuck with the plan of, well, you're screwed, but do it anyways. No investigating, even the smallest possible options. I mean, really, somebody should go, it doesn't help us to stop him if we only doom ourselves in a different way. Oh, the Tempest. Attunement complete. That means I can. Nice. Decision. Mordsuk. And now, as I was then, I won't abandon you. Don't abandon me. Make the difference in this fight. There's a chance we'll find a way to save you. Ah, I love these attitudes, because again, it's like, surely that is Emmett's position too. If he keeps taking a step forward, there's a chance that he'll be able to save his people. So no matter how long or how much it hurts, we can count on him to keep pushing it. It's first to your parents' predicament. You deny the fire deeds of igniting people's hearts. But logic and ideals never could. Uniting disparate peoples under the banner of hope and common purpose. The giant talents would never have been raised his hand. Alright. If you're to usher himself into his rest, you must needs bind his Ascian soul and then shatter with that overwhelming force. I don't want to kill him. I'm on Team Emmett. First of all, he's fun. And I agree with his plan. Again, like, as I understand it, and this recreation and everything that's come up so far, it's the equivalent of, like, some weird doom happened to our world, and 99% of humanity got divided into the various other animal ape species, like, bonobos and chimpanzees and gorillas and yada 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 yada. And then that remaining little fraction of humanity is like, we can fix things, but we will have to kill off those other animals. And then some of those guys are like, no, we can't kill the monkeys or the chimps. Sounds like, yeah, well, no. Well, yeah, yes, but no. As I said, it's the equivalent of if we got shattered up into various minor groups, and then they're like, well, we can get the original humans back, and then we'll have to, there'll have to be some sacrifices from the farms. So we only view that thing because, by our perspective, we're fully sentient and aware, rather than the divided consciousness and awareness and all that. But that would work as well for, like, how we don't view, we wouldn't view, I mean, some people would, but most people wouldn't view, like, a bonobo as being conscious and aware and intelligent in the same way that we are. The anxious efforts for all he hath endured for these many years. I mean, I can see the arguments for it. I can understand from their own perspective why they hold that view. Obviously, no one particularly is like, oh, actually, that's kind of a funny question. Because literally, these survivors, the descendants of the remnants, are taking the selfish attitude, if you want to look at it that way. Their ancestors were willing to give their lives to save and fix things. But now that it's their turn to do it, they're like, nah. Which you could argue is a sign of their broken, reduced nature. True to my convictions, I decree without hesitation or regret. All right, let's help. Let's help Emmett then. That's what my heart decrees. Just how much this changed my life, or how grateful I am for your support. I will be there guarding your back. It is, yeah, because we have seen with what Alpha Node has said and all those sorts of things, that on the one hand, they're taking their very opposite opinions, which got them to where they were today. Were not for people disagreeing with them, they wouldn't exist. You can still fall victim to despair. You can still feel powerless. If I made a mistake, if I failed to bind the light within you, it's terrified you would die. You could be moments from turning, and I wouldn't know how to save you. Sent her life to me, her legacy. Well, clearly, she shouldn't have done that. That's what we've learned. Do the same for you. I want to, but I'm not good enough. I've really tried. Sob. Don't hang your head. Yeah, you tried. I'm happy enough with the effort. I shouldn't. I may agree with what Emmett's up to, but we gotta go help him or stop him. Yeah, again, like this attitude. This is Emmett. He never gives up. And it's interesting to think that we're... Ooh, well, there's an interesting question. If a second division happened, a new division, and the various heroes were the ones who remained afterwards, would they be the ones going to look at the new reduced versions of the various races and their the people they once knew and been like, nope, we're going to leave it be? I don't think they would. I think if the Scions, like if there was a second, if there was like a second event that caused the division of their world, and the Scions were the ones who kept their memories and powers and strength and all that, they would be doing exactly the same thing Emmett would. I mean, to be fair, if you want, Jason's saying you're saying he's looking forward while being signing as an eternity mod to being stuck in the past. That to a degree, I will say to a degree that is also true. But on the other hand, the protags are basically going, no, the status quo is God. We will not allow things to change. To which degree, if you wanted to take that angle, no one's looking forward. I mean specifically the idea of never giving up hope for his world and his people, in that he's doing that kind of forward-looking. So I'm going to go with that, even though it describes Emmett. And the only reason that we're on against him is that we're on the wrong side of the equation, basically. Near as I can tell, and my understanding of the characters. Self-pity made a decision. I'm going with you. That's a good little discussion. Alright. Well, I think it's... I don't think I have enough time for work to do the raid itself. That's what's coming, right? Capital. I guess you choose between the you see at all times. Okay. Oh. I guess I can do a little bit more.
This really is unacceptable. I gave you very specific instructions.
Well, I mean, they're willing to sacrifice themselves for their own positions, rather than they're being effectively asked to sacrifice themselves for others. They're like, no, just for us. Hey, buddy.
My invitation was for an abomination, ripe with the power to bring about the world's annihilation.
Sorry.
Not this half-broken thing. Whatever am I to do with you? And I see you insist on keeping the same familiar company. Are you so lost without them?
It is not she who is lost without the familiar. Not content with remaking an entire city, you aim to fill it with the reconstituted souls of the dead.
I may have gotten a little carried away in my attention to detail, added a few unnecessary flourishes.
I think it was a good little chance for us to see what you're all working for.
Well, there's no point trying to hide it. Yes. Once the rejoining of worlds is complete, Zodiac will regain his full strength and shatter his prison. Then we shall offer up the Source's remaining inhabitants in sacrifice, that we might resurrect our brethren who died to bring Zodiac into existence.
Yeah, that's my understanding of the plan.
What was it that you came here to do exactly?
Status quo! I mean, I guess join you. There's no third option to join him. Ah, well. Let's go with the Exarch.
Well, you can't have him. The wisdom that man guards may open up new worlds of possibilities.
Yeah, he might have. There might be interesting new time travel options to saving the world.
He has unlocked the secrets of travel across the rift, and through time as well, it would seem. Quite an accomplishment for one of his incomplete nature. I must explore the limits of his capabilities, and harness that power for the Ardor.
Makes sense.
Even now, after everything, you refuse to see reason.
The game is making me have it. I'm sorry. I want to join you.
You think it unfair that you are subject to suffering? That your lives will be sacrificed for the Ancients? Look at me. I have lived 1,000 of your lives. I have broken bread with you, fought with you, grown ill, grown old, sired children, and yes, welcomed death's sweet embrace. For eons have I measured your worth and found you wanting. Too weak and feeble-minded to serve as stewards of any star. Have your recent spats with Vorthri and his sin-eaters taught you nothing? Have you not learned that your ignorance and frailty beget only endless misery? How long do you mean to perpetuate this farce? How much more must I endure your bumbling interference? Let us imagine that the laws of reality are again undone and the world faces true annihilation. Do you honestly believe that half your number would sacrifice themselves to save the other?
Here's the interesting question. I think, Emmett, in answer to your question, yes, but also the remaining survivors, if they had an option to restore them, like, imagine, yeah, we got, if, like, the twins there were like, alright, and the twins get shattered into weird little homunculi, little running around doing their thing. The remainder would sacrifice the weird little remnants of the twins to get the twins back. This is kind of an interesting perspective, that only those who are quote-unquote whole, and not the ones who have been broken and shattered, are the ones willing to make that sacrifice. You're only willing to work at your level. It seems to be the case here. No one's willing to make that upward acknowledgement.
Of course they wouldn't. And if you had witnessed history unfold as I have, you would reach the same conclusion. You cannot be entrusted with our legacy.
I will bring back our brethren, our friends, our loved ones. The world belongs to us, and us alone.
You know, this... Before, I kind of saw him just kind of... his gait gives him that look more, that he has that weight of the world on his shoulders. Before, I kind of took it as kind of a saucy kind of attitude.
Emmett Selk! We understand, truly, but it makes no difference. The ones you love are in the past.
Yeah, again, Alphanode. If your sister exploded into four goblins, and you could sacrifice those goblins to get her back, don't pretend like you wouldn't. You would.
While ours are here in the present. One day, we too will be ashes and dust. But not today. Our time is not yet finished. We share your conviction. And that is why we will not abandon our course.
Yeah, basically it's settled on
You think us the same? You think your tattered soul of equal worth to those I lost?
But basically, yeah, the morality basically is look, buddy. I mean, the hero's morality at this stage is kind of settled onto. Yeah, but we like our stuff. We're not going to give it up. Not for other people that we could, in theory, save.
Then come. Earn your place. Prove yourselves worthy to inherit this star.
Ooh, hello.
Behold the coming oblivion. 'Twas the end of our era and the beginning of our great work. A fitting backdrop for your final judgment.
Bum, 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 bum.
I shall wait within.
But do not spend too much time on your preparations. There's no telling how much longer the guest of honor will last.
Almorot, now accessible. Alright. Well, I definitely don't have time to do the raid itself. So we can put that off until next time. That's a decent point. Then we'll be able to properly finish off Shadowbringers. And, yeah, we'll have time to probably finish it off and, yeah, we'll have time to probably finish off the raid and kind of do another delve into the post-events, because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of that after this, which will be good. So thank you everyone for watching. Those who watched before or after. I'm enjoying where the story is going. I still want to give Emmett the moral high ground here. Well, you know what? You got on late. I'd have had another hour if you'd gotten on earlier. I was waiting on you! Anyways. Yeah. No, this is good. I will talk to everyone later. Good night.